Hello again, everyone. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I'm here today with a quick sales update for you guys from Etsy and eBay for 1 week. So here we go. So the first item I have to show you here is these pair of vintage, sorry, my phone's going off, vintage eyeglasses here that actually by Liz Claiborne. And they have this really cool kind of like purple red kind of tint to this plastic frame. As you can see in the photographs, one arm is sitting significantly wider and higher than the other one. So they were, as you can see here, they were slightly damaged. Something I disclosed in the photographs and in a very specific note down here as well to make sure that the buyer knows this, and they simply need to be taken to an optometrist. And anyway, they're prescription lenses, so presumably they'll want them changed anyway, and they can go ahead and fix that and fit them at the time. And I picked these up actually in an eyeglass lot that I got off of eBay. I got the whole lot for $12. It was a total of 6 pairs, so $2 a piece, free shipping from eBay. All vintage eyeglasses, and this is the first pair I got up. They actually sold overnight in just a couple of hours, and like I said, paid $2 for them, and they sold for $29.95. Oh, and buyer paid shipping. And full disclosure, I should let you know that the prices I'm giving you is before fees. And obviously I'll let you know where I get them from and how much they cost. And right at the end, I'll let you know how much I made on each platform and how much I made after all the fees were taken into consideration. Okay, this is, I actually got these last weekend in my, you probably saw them in my haul video if you checked that out. These are obviously vintage Disney sheets. They're kind of like this Disneyland theme happening, all kinds of random motifs happening throughout of the Disney characters. Anyway, I paid $2 for this sheet set. It was a twin set with a flat, a fitted, and a pillowcase. And like I said, paid $2 at a yard sale, and they sold overnight as well, very quickly, for $44.95. Okay, I got this just a couple of weekends ago, only got it up about a week ago. I paid 25 cents for this mug at a yard sale. It's perfectly random. The official airline of Disneyland and Walt Disney World, obviously vintage, and some wear on the design here, as you can see. But like I said, paid 25 cents at the yard sale, and this sold for $24.95. And actually, the guy who bought it contacted me and said that he is a pilot and he's currently trying to be hired by Delta, and Disney World is him and his wife's favorite place, so it was kind of the perfect match. And I'm so thrilled that somebody who cares that much found this mug. That is so exciting to me. Okay, I picked this up in the estate sale quite a while ago. It's been listed for probably about a month, maybe just a little bit longer, and it is just a vintage Aladdin thermos in this cool kind of tartan plaid. Interesting thing about this, I actually had a buyer ask me a few questions, and I learned a lot through the buyer asking these questions. And inside, there is actually, like, if you unscrew this bottom bit here, there's like this sort of metal, well, it looks metal, but it's actually glass. It's like the insulator in these vintage things. And he informed me that most of the time you find them, they tend to be broken. Actually, what was really exciting about this piece is that glass element was not broken. It had been wonderfully taken care of. So prayerfully, I have wrapped it well enough, and I wrapped the heck out of it, that it will have survived the trip and made it to this buyer in one piece. And I paid $1 for this at an estate sale, and it sold for $14.95. And the next two things went to the same buyer. I got these lots of like vintage lace trim, a lot of it unused. You can see these really cool like retro spool designs here, and then this one as well, a bunch of different lace here. And I picked both of these up, these lots, as you can see them gathered, for about 10 cents a piece. It was next to nothing, and I sold each of this one and the previous one, for $9.95, so a total of about $19 there. I would just, well, a little bit, close enough, between $19 and $20 to this one buyer. And the final thing on Etsy this week was this vintage Auburn Tiger snapback hat. It was from 1984. It was marked on the label as that. It was in fantastic condition. A few tiny little marks, but honestly, it had really been looked after. And I found this at a yard sale for I think it was $2 they charged me because the wife was a huge Auburn fan. So $2 is what they wanted, and it sold on Etsy for $24.95 buyer paid shipping. Okay, and that is it for Etsy so far this week. So on Etsy, in this 1 week, after fees and the cost of items and everything was taken into consideration, I made a total of $147.08, which is less than I like to make, but that's okay. It's again summer and I'm okay. Okay, eBay. There's a fun story at the end that comes with eBay. Bear with me. Just hear me out. It's the saddest story I think I'm going to tell on my eBay journey so far. But anyway, bear with me. You're going to want to hear it. Okay, so first sale is this Garfield the cat linen set. I think this was a tablecloth and napkin set. I cannot for the life of me imagine what it would be otherwise, and I believe that it was handmade, looking at it, but it was a really interesting piece. These were like the little napkin set, and these have sat on both Etsy and eBay since the beginning of the yard sale season. They're one of the first things that I picked up, so probably about 3 months now. They finally sold. I picked them up for $1 at a yard sale, and they finally sold for $22.99 with buyer paying shipping. Next is this Florida Marlins hat. It was new, still had the stickers on it. I actually paid $3 for this at a thrift store, which is more than I would like to pay, and I'll be more wary of that next time. And I sold it for a best offer of $12 buyer paid shipping. A Cheshire Cat ink stamp. I picked this up for $3 at a thrift store. Again, more than I would like to pay. So I'm learning as I go. And I actually took a best offer on this for $9, just because it had been sat for quite a while and I was ready to start moving some stuff. Slow week, so you take offers, right? And buyer paid the shipping. Okay, this is a pair of denim shorts. I actually do not know this brand, this CD Premium, whatever it is. I actually bought these at a yard sale for $1 for me, and I couldn't squeeze into them. Yay! So, after feeling sorry for myself, I threw them on eBay, and so paid $1, and the buyer paid $9.99 and shipping as well. So all was not lost. Okay, I actually got this last weekend. It was in my haul video as well. It was this really funky looking, I guess it was a mug, it turned out to be after all my research, but you can see this big old crack, I think, down here. It ran all down the side and it ran down the inside as well. And it was such a shame because this is actually signed by the artist and it's actually a collectible. There's a dog like kind of counterpart to it. He's also wearing a hat and spectacles. And anyway, if it wasn't for that crack, I probably would have been looking at about $30 for this guy, which would have been really exciting because the lady at the yard sale gave me him for free. But anyway, that's fine. He was up for a week and a buyer took him off my hands despite the crack for $15 and they paid shipping. This is obviously a Frozen sweatpants set. I took a best offer on this for $12. That tells you how slow that was for me that day. I paid $2 at a yard sale. Buyer did pay shipping. I was just ready to see it gone. I have this kind of stack of Disney kids clothes I have slowly been selling, and I have definitely made my money back, but I would not say that my profit was enough to go down that route again. It's too much of a pain, I think. And people who buy kids clothes, and I get it because I have kids myself, are picky, as they should be. And I have had more sort of, not complaints, but complaints, sure, from kids clothes than I have anything else, despite being really specific with my descriptions. So I probably wouldn't do it again, but there we go. Oh, this was a fun one. So I picked this up last weekend as well. This was a vintage Jansport, however you say it, backpack. You can see here, made in the USA. It had a leather bottom and a leather handle up here as well. I picked this up for $2 at a yard sale last weekend, and it sold for full asking price of $49.99 with buyer paying shipping. Okay, so fun story. I looked these up online, and they were going for between $25 and $30, like the same one basically on eBay as standard. And I really liked it, I think this is a really cool vintage backpack. So I didn't want to sell it for that. So I put it up for like twice the asking price for $50 because I had made peace with the fact that if it didn't sell, I was going to take it. And within a week, it sold for my asking price, despite having other options on the market that were very, very similar or the same. So go figure. If anyone can tell me why that happens, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't supposed to have the backpack. Maybe I have enough. Who knows? But yeah, there we go. I got what I was asking, and that's exciting. I had this book for quite a while. I paid 50 cents at a yard sale for it. Flea Market Furniture Makeovers. Got my asking price of $9.99 with the buyer paying shipping. Picked this vintage Barney the Dinosaur memory game that was complete up for $1 at a yard sale, sold for $14.99 with buyer paying shipping. Picked this up for $1.50 at a yard sale a while ago. I actually picked a few Super Mario games up. I think it was like Mario Kart and then a different Super Mario one as well. They all sold really quickly apart from this one. This one kind of hung out for a while, but anyway, it sold in the end for $12.99 with buyer paying shipping. I liked this so much. I picked this up at a little church rummage sale, like the most amazing church rummage sale I've ever been to. I got Versace glasses for like 25 cents there. It was insane. And there was two of these. My other one's listed now, but this one sold vintage 1960s train cases. This one just happens to be by Samsonite. And it sold within a day or two of listing for $34.99 with buyer paying shipping. I liked that price because there was some wear to it. It was beautiful inside, had the tray and like the vanity mirror and things like that, but there was definitely a few signs of wear to it. So I was pretty happy with that sale. Got these two pairs of scrubs. There's Care Bears and Rainbow Bright, both A size extra large. Paid 50 cents a piece, so $1 total. Got full asking price of $14.99 with buyer paying shipping. And this is fairly exciting. It looks like I've lost one. I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to do a separate video, so it's all good. I sold a Canon camera for $50 that was ours in our house. We're selling it because we're paying down debt. We're trying to move some stuff and make some more money. And then I sold this Disney Infinity portal base. They both went out on the 4th of July, which was busy. And sorry, I dropped you. And we switched them around. We did that thing that everybody who sells praise that they won't do, and we switched boxes. So we're dealing with that right now and trying to rectify it, and I'm going to make a whole video on what we did, how we handled it, what the steps were, because I think most people in that situation feel a little bit panicky and they want to know, so watch out for that. Anyway, bought this for $1. Sold it for $12.99, but had to do some reimbursements and some extra shipping, so pretty much lost most of the money that we made, but that's okay. This sold for $14, picked it up for $4 at a yard sale, so not a lot of profit in this, but I'm glad to see it go. And it's actually one of those that I embedded a YouTube video in it, which has been quite useful with selling anything that, you know, does something. I really like that tactic. And here's the story. I'm going to go through this quickly, and I'm going to tell you it is a story of heartbreak. I picked up these cream Converse at a rummage sale for like 25 cents, people, a quarter, like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to be real with you. I am not a sneakerhead. I don't really care about shoes. I thought they were really crappy sneakers that were like, look at this. Wait, look at these pictures. Super stained. I mean, look at this. So I was like, I'd written them off, basically. Here's the thing. I put them up. I was going to throw them away or put them in a Goodwill pile. And I was like, no, forget it. I'll throw them up online. I might make it, you know, 10 bucks for them, whatever, paid a quarter. I put them up and instantly these suckers sold, which told me straight away someone is using most likely sniper software to look for something specific. Well, long story short, it turns out that these sneakers that you see here are not only vintage, they are rare blue label Converse sneakers that are worth closer to $300. Excuse me while I vomit all over myself. I'm so serious. So I sold a pair of $300 collectible vintage Converse for $10. And I got to decide what to do. And I decided to honor the sale. Decided not to cancel. I did talk to eBay. I did not want to get the defect because I had lost a piece of inventory less than a year ago. Two pieces within the last year, I think, or something got broken. Anyway, long story short, I gave it to them for $10 and I made my peace with it. And I'm still really bitter, but I will get over it. I may do a video about that as well, about the whole scenario and what my options were and how I decided. I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that would be interesting. But anyway, those are my sales today. So very quickly, the total that I made from both Etsy and eBay in this 1 week, after all fees and cost of product and all of the mistakes with those two switcheroos I told you, was $359.09. Okay, I will be back soon with some of those videos I mentioned, probably more haul videos, more sales videos. If you like, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.